What's up, everybody? Lieutenant Dan here, and welcome back to the channel. It's Wednesday night, and tonight we're going old school. That's right, we're going back to 2003, and we're going back to the PlayStation 2 era. One of my favorite eras, because that's where a lot of the favorite game genres and franchises came out. You know, uh, Metal Gear comes to mind. Lots of badass sports games and wrestling games at that. And tonight we're going to be playing one of the games that a lot of wrestling fans, including myself, still consider one of the greatest wrestling games ever made. That's right. Tonight we're going to check out WWE SmackDown. Here comes the pain. Now, this is one of those games where you just don't play it. You remember it. You remember the wrestlers. You remember the stages and the arenas. You remember all the different types of crazy matches. And you remember just how ridiculously some of the things you can do in the game were. So tonight, we're going to have some fun with it. Before we get started, I want to know something from everybody watching. What is your favorite WWE game of all time? Is it this one? Is it Here Comes the Pain? Is it WWF No Mercy? Perhaps maybe SmackDown versus Raw? Or maybe one of the newer 2K games that's out there. Drop it in the chat. Here's a little bit of history of the game for anybody who may not know, right? WWE SmackDown Here Comes the Pain came out in 2003 exclusively for the PlayStation 2. And it was developed by Ukes and published by THQ. This was the fifth game in the SmackDown series. This was also right in the early 2000s where the WWE era was so loaded in terms of the overall roster. This particular game received a 9 out of 10 rating from GameSpot, which was praised for its gameplay, the season mode, the creator wrestler mode, and the new grappling system at the time. So before we jump into it, folks, let's go ahead and look at the roster. Who cannot forget that, like I said, the loaded roster there was at the time, such as my favorite, number one, Stone Cold Steve Austin, right? The Rock, the great one. At this point in his career, he was already going by the Hollywood Rock gimmick, which was awesome. You have Brock Lesnar, right? The Beast, who just recently retired. You got Goldberg in there. You got the Dead Man Undertaker and his brother Kane, the Brothers of Destruction. Chris Jericho, Y2J, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, just to name a few, right? If you could only pick one wrestler from this game tonight, who would you be picking is the main question. But we'll figure that out once we fire up the game here in a second. That being said, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into it, shall we? And we're about to step inside the ring. Very exciting. It's been a minute since I've played this particular game. Hope I still remember how to play it. And here we go, guys.
Hustle, sweat in my blood too. I'm ready to smell fear. I smell a lot. My competitors flex here. They smelled I was hot. I want it all. Excess, the sex, much success. Stress us. I want it all, no less. So come on. It's been a long time.
SmackDown versus Raw. I'm sorry. Came after this particular game, but this is going to be Here Comes the Pain. TLC lumberjack match, special referee. That's pretty it's pretty stacked as far as like the match type survival. Then you got your traditional triple threat, fatal four-way, four-man battle royal, 5 and 6-man battle royals. Let's get warmed up with a singles match, huh? You can choose a manager, without manager, and then some. Let's go with a one-on-one singles match. No manager, we're just mono-y-mono. Man, like I mentioned, this roster is stacked. Look at that. There's my boy Rodney Mack. Shout out to my very good friend, my brother Rodney Mack, part of NWA, former WWE superstar. And I know for a fact his wife Jazz is in this roster too. Shout out to Dog Pound Championship Wrestling, my home away from home. To Jerry, Tess, Triple H, Ultimo Guerrero, Undertaker, the big Valboski. Look at that. How about this? We're gonna go with a random selection just to see who we wind up with. Lance Storm. We'll go with Lance Storm. And then my random opponent's gonna be, we'll go with Captain Charisma Christian. Why not? That's going to be an underrated match right there. And that'll be exclusively on Sunday Night Heat, guys. Remember that show? Sunday Night Heat? Part of a bygone era. Always appreciated these loading screens there. There's the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. I remember the intros of these games are pretty impressive. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Lance Storm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. This is WWF. Here Comes the Pain. Exclusively from the PS2 era. And we're going to be doing this old school, as tonight, on this Wednesday night, we're going to have an awesome match and an awesome experience on Lieutenant Dan Plays Retro Games. And here comes our opponent, Christian Cage, sporting the Intercontinental Championship. And you guys notice the graphics look a little bit sharper than usual. That's because we're using the PC SX2 emulator with the graphics pretty much cranked up. So if you see a little bit of slowdown, that's probably because the machine is working to its finest. But enough dilly-dally. Let's take it inside the ring. Let's see how the gameplay holds up. This should be an outstanding contest, to say the least. And there's a shot of the loading screen. Look with the controls. Oh, and what a drop kick right off the bat by Christian. Here we go. So far, it's running pretty smoothly. That was just a little bit of that earlier slowdown during the intros, but we're not seeing any of that here on the gameplay. Here we go, collar double tie-up. And look at this. Christian with a reversal. Back body drop onto Lance Storm. Sends him into the corner. And with a roll-up, look at this. Already going for a dirty pin. And you're telling me the referee didn't see that? Come on. As you can see, Lance Storm was already complaining about that. Snapmare takeover by Christian. And now a blatant chokehold right in front of the referee. Come on. I remember the referee was very lax in these games. And that's not even with A no disqualification. Now he's going for the cover once again. And a drop kick by Lance Storm. Oh, and a nut shot. Hey, we got referee Earl Hebner calling the match. We know how lenient he can be sometimes, but now Lance Storm. Oh, with a DDT. And now going for a rear naked choke, which creates a rope break. Drop kick by Christian. Oh, and another drop kick by Captain Charisma. I forgot. Oh, look at that. There goes a referee. And now setting up Christian for a big move. Oh, belly to back suplex from the top. Referee's out. The match continues. And now working on the legs of Christian Cage. Oh, shoulder block by Christian. Off the ropes goes Lance Storm. Oh, knee to the midsection by Christian. And knife and chop and a drop kick. Off the ropes. Basement drop kick with nobody home there. Another kick by Lance Storm. To be honest with you guys, I don't remember the finishing move of Lance Storm. I want to say, if I remember correctly, it should be a submission. Put it in the chat if you guys remember, because I don't remember. Oh, and a counter by Christian. And it is a big gutbuster by Christian. And he's got a finisher. Man, I'm trying to remember how to reverse here. I want to say it's one of the shoulder buttons. I think. And a belly to back suplex, slide maneuver. Got to keep the punishment going here. As you see, Christian has the finisher ready. He can bust that one out at any time. And another gutbuster by Christian. Uh-oh, going for a cover. 2 and... Oh my goodness, come on! I was pushing every button there, guys. That was a fluke. Anyways, that was a good warm-up match right there. Christian Cage definitely took advantage of the dirty situations that he created in this match. If you remember, I don't know how many times he cheated to try to win, but it looks like the dirty tactics were in his favor in this match, guys. Not bad, huh? I mean, there you have it. That was a pretty good way to kind of kick things off. We got the season mode here, too. We'll do a little bit of the season. Created stables can be used in season mode. Nah, we'll do it real quick. I don't even remember. Look at this. Check out the superstars for this season. You got Kurt Angle as the WWE champion. Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas as the tag team champions. They were the world's greatest tag team. And then you have the world heavyweight champion, Triple H. Intercontinental champion, Christian, we saw that earlier. Got the Dudley Boys, Bubba Ray and Devon, as the world tag team champions in this season. The U.S. champion being the late great Eddie Guerrero. Hardcore champion held by Rob Van Dam. Cruiserweight champion held by Rey Mysterio. And you got The Rock and Brock Lesnar also there. Quite a bit of a stacked roster. Got Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Dead Man Undertaker. You got Kane, Booker T, Chris Jericho, Goldberg, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, John Cena, Randy Orton. Who's who? Think we're ready to go, guys. And yeah, look at that. We got the rosters for both sides, SmackDown and Raw. What stables do they have here? Evolution, Ric Flair, Triple H, and then also Randy Orton, Batista. The different combinations of Evolution, whether it be on trios or tag team. Dudley Boys there. World's Greatest Tag Team, Charlie Haas, Shelton Benjamin. Shout out to my good friend Charlie Haas. If you're watching this out there. Big Show and A-Train. We got Los Guerreros. That's Chavo and Eddie. HBK and Kevin Nash, part of the Clique. We got Booker T and Goldust. I remember they were a formidable team at the time. They got Chris Jericho and Christian Cage as a faction. Pretty cool. Like I said, stacked roster. And look at that. You can also choose who's faces and heels. We'll just go with the default settings for now. Now, as far as who I'm going to choose for this season, you know what? This is going to be an exclusive selection here, guys. We're going to go with my good friend, my brother, the Red Dog, Rodney Mack. And if you're watching, this one's for you, my brother, Rodney Mack. Now, I'm already excited, to be honest with you. I don't even know what to expect in this season. I remember they had the drafts. There's one question people always ask me. Why do you wrestle? That's my poor impression of the Red Dog. I ask myself the same question every morning. I do it for so many reasons. That's a poor man's version of Rodney Mack. I remember the season mode was pretty cool. You had a lot of different elements that you'd see on TV, just like what you're seeing right now. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. You had that little shot right there. That's pretty cool. Definitely ahead of its time. WrestleMania was a huge success, but the dust has just settled just yet. Don't expect me to do any impressions of these people. I gotta work on my impressions, but you guys can get the gist of it. Jerry the King Lawler and JR at the Jim Ross at the announce booth. And there's Eric Bischoff. Wonder what he wants. Hey, man. You probably know I'm wrong. But I like to think that about jazz. Now he's talking about jazz? You should get it just because I asked first. I have a better idea. Let's compare your superstar points to see who deserves it more. But it seems you have the higher superstar points. Alright. Oh, look at this. We got Devon coming in the shot. I deserve a chance more. Alright, so it looks like we're going to have a match, or not just some regular match, according to Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff is committed to bringing you the finest in class, culture, and sophistication. You two will have a cage match? You're kidding me! This is your big chance to prove yourself. All right. Let's do it. To kick off Monday Night Raw in the first match, let's do it. Cage match, one half of Team 3D, Devon Dudley against Rodney Mack, the Red Dog. Man, that's got money written all over it. Let's do this. Let's just jump right into it. I'm ready. And here the referee's rules is no KO, no give up, no DQ, no rope break, no interference. If you win this match, you get 500 SmackDown dollars. There are the buttons. Toward the cage, climbs cage. X performs a diving attack off the top of the cage. X button also shakes the cage. Let's do it. And here we go. Rodney Mack versus Devon Dudley to kick off Monday Night Raw in the season mode of WWF. Here comes the pain. And look at this. Oh, package pile driver by Devon Dudley. And already right off the bat, he's trying to climb the cage. We're not going to have that. Rodney Mack kicks him right off and drops the leg. Ain't nothing personal. We're trying to make a statement here on Monday Night Raw to become the top superstar. Collar elbow tie up. Sends Rodney Mack into the corner and delivers those hard shoulders into the midsection of Rodney Mack. And there goes Devon trying to attempt to climb the cage again. And that ain't going to happen as he brings him down. And for those that are watching, we got 7 viewers. Thanks so much for joining tonight's podcast where Lieutenant Dan plays retro games. Tonight we are in the squared circle playing WWF. Here comes the pain from the early 2000s that was exclusively on the PlayStation 2 console. And this is a hard-fought match so far. As Rodney Mack lays the attacks here on his opponent. As you notice, I haven't tried to climb the cage yet. I want to do some more damage to Devon Dudley. Nice reversal by Devon. And going back to the well with that, package pile driver. Oh, look at this. There's his finisher. Could this be it? Come on, Rodney Mack, get back up. Oh, gotta knock him off, All right. And I'm gonna try to climb this time. Nope. We didn't get anywhere fast at that attempt. Match is so far intense. Cage match here on Monday Night Raw. Nice sweep by Rodney Mack, but Devon Dudley was able to retaliate right there. And now delivers punishment to the arm of Rodney Mack. Drops the knee right into the kneecap of Rodney Mack. I mean, we asked for this match to prove myself. Come on. There we go. Drops the leg, does Rodney Mack. Sends back into the corner. Ooh, clothesline into the corner. Uh-oh. And another devastating maneuver by Devon. Man. He already delivered his finishing move twice in this match. I gotta get him down from the ring, from the cage that is. All right. Didn't get far in that attempt by Rodney Mack. And a power slam by Devon Dudley. I've been on the receiving end of the majority of the punishment here. And if that's normal difficulty, I hate to see what hard difficulty looks like. Drop kick by Rodney Mack. As you can see, he's suffering from the punishment earlier, grabbing his head. Back elbow by Devon. And a power slam once again by Devon. Let's go, Rodney. Get back up. Watch out, ref. Come on. Get him down. Get him down. Here we go. That's fine. Now's our chance. And a DDT. Oh, and he busts him right open with a crimson mask. This is getting extremely violent in this cage match, ladies and gentlemen. Sends Rodney into the corner. Oh, with another clothesline. And another finisher by Devon. Could this be it? Could this be it? Uh-oh. This might be it, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh, Rodney Mack back up on his feet. But can he knock out Devon? Oh! Just not in time. Damn, that was intense, guys. Devon Dudley was the winner of this match in the season. The first match of the season mode. That's all right. Wins and losses is part of the game, guys. You know what I mean? So we got Steve Austin and The Rock. And we even have a chance to play that. You know what I mean? And for this broadcast, we'll do the first night of Monday Night Raw. Just to kind of enjoy how these matches play out. So the second match on deck is Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock. One of the greatest feuds, not only in professional wrestling, but in WWF, WWE history, whatever you want to call it. Man, those two were some of the greatest. We're going to go straight into the action. Not that I don't want to see the intros, but in the interest of time, and I know we have a captive audience that wants to get straight back into the ring, so we're going to do that right now, guys. The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think I'm going to be Stone Cold, I hope. He's my number one of all time for sure. Oh, look at this. Rock with a clothesline right off the bat. And I come back with a clothesline myself. These two know each other so well. Look at this. Rock. I remember Rock was notorious for his just his overall antics and his just his bullshit. Look at that, a slap to the face, right to the rattlesnake. And a belly-to-belly suplex by the Great One. Once again, sends him to the ride. You know what? I'm going to check something really quick. Yeah, we're good. Whoops, sorry, guys. Wrong one. Let's go back to the game. Sorry about that. Let's go back into the game here. Ooh, inverted atomic drop by The Rock. And Facebuster. And another slap to the face by The Rock. Now it brings down the rattlesnake card to the mat. Drags Austin to the center ring. Now hooks the leg. Austin able to kick out. Belly to belly suplex by The Rock. Now it takes the action to the outside. Unlike the other stream where I had trouble getting back inside the ring and the other wrestling games we were playing, I hope that's not the case here. I don't see the referee counting at all. Oh, what a clothesline by The Rock. Let's take it back inside the ring. Ooh. Samoan drop by The Rock. And now just insult to injury with that clap at the end. He's got a SmackDown ready to go. Which means he can bust out the rock bottom at any time. Or even the people's elbow. You hear the crowd chanting, Rocky sucks. Here we go again. The Rock with his stupid slap to the face. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Rock bottom. Landed it right in the center of the ring. Hooks the leg. Rattlesnake kicks out at one. And now it's my turn. As he drops all his weight right onto The Rock. Now exchanging gifts. Rock always loves to do that stupid slap. And he is now trying to lay the SmackDown. Belly to back suplex, I should say. Right between the legs. Man, referee saw that, didn't do nothing about it. Rock delivering those elbows from the top rope. Oh! High risk district. And now, dragon screw leg whip by The Rock. And now going for the sharpshooter on Steve Austin. Can he reach for the ropes? Yes, he does, which creates the rope break. Come on, Rock. Oh, what a clothesline. Very aggressive the opponent, the computer is. The computer is definitely unforgiving. I don't remember it being this hard back in the day. Overhead belly-to-belly suplex by The Rock. He's going upstairs once again. What is he trying to do? I'm trying to move. Drop kick from the top rope by The Rock. And an inverted atomic drop by The Rock. I have a feeling he's trying to set me up for something big here. Russian leg sweep sideways off the ropes goes Austin. I forgot. Oh, look at this. Spinebuster by The Rock, setting up for the People's Elbow. And off comes the elbow pad of the Great One. I always thought this was amazing back in the day, and it still is. I'll take it. And the People's Elbow finds the mark. Could this be it? Hooks the leg. 2, and The Rock defeats Stone Cold Steve Austin with the People's Elbow. You believe that shit? That's all right. And the main event in this week's first week of April, Monday Night Raw, special referee, 1 referee singles. With special guest referee Eric Bischoff. Let's do it. There's the game, Triple H. He was the world heavyweight champion during this time. Special guest referee Eric Bischoff. He was the general manager of Monday Night Raw. Something that you would never expect to see, right? Because if you're a wrestling fan of my age, I guess, whatever, if you were back a fan of the Attitude Era back in the day, Eric Bischoff was in the 90s, the late 90s, mid to late 90s, was running WCW, World Championship Wrestling. And was literally going to war with Vince McMahon and WWF at the time as far as the dominant show and dominant brand, which was the Monday Night Wars, which was Monday Nitro and Monday Night Raw going head to head. And these were some of the matches that they were cooking back in those days just to compete. And believe me, as wrestling fans, we were eating very, very well at the time. I remember looking forward to every Monday night, getting to watch both shows, Monday Night Raw and WCW Monday Nitro. And man, what a time that was. So, with that being said, guys, let's start the main event where Triple H, the game, takes on Rob Van Dam with a special referee, Eric Bischoff. And it looks like I'm using Rob Van Dam in this match. We've had 2 matches already so far. I have not been successful in getting any type of victory. Hopefully that'll be different in this case. Ooh. I don't remember if there was any stipulation in this match, but I'm going to do my absolute best to, like I said, try to get a victory on the board. And this is WWF. Here Comes the Pain from the PlayStation 2. We're playing this live tonight on Wednesday night where Lieutenant Dan plays retro games. Thanks for everybody joining and watching. I appreciate Be sure to like and subscribe. We're also available on all social medias. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch. And with your support, we'll grow this channel even further. There's no shortage of retro games that I'd like to explore here on this channel. This week has been mostly wrestling games, but that's fine because there's so many awesome wrestling games that exist, and have existed, that I'm more than happy to explore and play with you guys as we reminisce some of the classics on this channel. As you see Triple H laying the hard shots. And now, setting up Triple H for something here, the Tree of Woe. And Eric Bischoff got that hair helmet going on. And now going onto the top rope. What's RVD going for here? And, oh! He just cannonballs, just throws his body. No fucks given. And while you guys are watching in the chat, what kind of game would you like us to explore on this channel? Drop it in the comments, drop it in the chat. I am down for recommendations. It doesn't matter what game it is. So long as we have it, we'll play it. Oh, again from the top rope. And now locking up. Look at this. Inverted atomic drop by Triple H. Uh-oh. Here comes the pedigree. Oh. Devastating. This could be it, guys. Believe me, I'm pushing every button as possible. Oh, that's it. Well, there you have it, guys. That was a trip down memory lane tonight on Wednesday night. Lieutenant Dan plays retro games. And now it's just a little preview of what the season looks like the first weekend. You know, we'll definitely revisit this game and continue the season as we have Rodney Mack as the as my selected player here, you know what I mean? But that was pretty cool. And now look at this, a reward. I didn't get anything. If anything. Yeah, that was a pretty piss poor performance right there. But that's all right. Oh no, look at that. I actually got a whole $100. Well, $100 is $100. Let's do a little bit of save action here real quick. But yeah, that was definitely the badass trip down memory lane. I had a blast playing that one, folks. I'm going to tell you right now, that was really, really cool. And once again, that was WWF SmackDown versus Raw. We saw basically the piece of the season mode. We had a one-on-one matchup. You know, wrestling nostalgia at its finest. Who was your favorite wrestler growing up? Was it Rock or Austin? My number one was Austin. Ruthless Aggression era or Attitude era? Mine was Attitude era. You know, who would you say the most underrated wrestler at the time was? That could be debatable. I would say Rodney Mack too. It would be underrated. I mean, the Red Dog Rodney Mack definitely had opportunities, you know, to further his career there. And also, what do you think was the greatest match you've ever seen, right? That you've ever watched or even played? And for that matter, what do you think? Which next game do you think I should play next as far as WWE or any wrestling game for that matter? You know what I mean? We can definitely fire it up here in this channel where Lieutenant Dan plays retro games. But definitely that was a revisiting of 2003, and what a different era it was at the time, in more ways than one. And if you do you think that was awesome? We have so much more in store for you here on this channel. Like I said, this was a game back in the PlayStation 2 era. WWE SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. And honestly, I still think that this game holds up. Still one of the best ones, still one of my favorites. And I want to thank everyone for stopping by tonight, everyone who participated, just watching in the chat, voting on matches, just anybody who hung out tonight with us. And if you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit that like button, Subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what game you would like Lieutenant Dan to play next. And if you want to see what happens in this season mode, well, we'll have to come back perhaps next Wednesday. And then until then, this is Lieutenant Dan. Take care of yourselves, guys. Have a great night. And we'll see you next time. Here on this channel. Take care.